Welcome, everybody, to the Funhaus Podcast. I'm Armando Torres, and with us, we got a bunch of really fun, strong guests. We've got Jacob Fullerton. We've got James Willems.
Couch Boys.
And we've got Elise, who's emotionally strong.
Whoa.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Wow.
You have to flex the muscle. You can't just do this. You have to flex it.
Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. My whole arm quivers when I flex it.
Jacob, do you have any idea how muscular I could make if you let me mold you, put some real poundage on you?
Yeah?
Do you realize I could turn you into a beast? Your frame is made to destroy.
I'm 100% serious.
He said the same thing to me.
So.
It's not true. Don't listen to him.
No, I believe him.
He said
'Cause
the
I
same
want
thing
that.
to me, too. Look at my frame, Jacob. Look at it.
I'm looking.
Look at it.
Yeah.
I could be a monster. That's what he told me.
You could be bigger.
And then he stole the essence of my strength
I'm easy to
and used
convince.
it for himself. He used it as a protein
Make
shake.
me huge, James.
Okay.
Or at least make me slightly fit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Make me hard, James.
No, that's different.
What do you? How's
That's
it
different. I can also do that,
No,
but that's
but
different.
I'm soft right now, and I want to be hard,
Yeah, I get it.
like you.
And he got me a gift card for vaginal reconstruction.
It was only half the surgical price too. So I was like, you can cover the rest. And I said it with a smile on my face.
Stop trying to change all of us.
Well, look, here's the thing. It's a new year. It's new us. Everyone's trying to change something about themselves.
All right.
And your vagina could have a drawbridge.
Yeah. This episode is brought to you by Loose Puss.
Oh gosh.
God. Why do you say it like that?
We'll hear from our actual sponsors later in the show.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of which that is one.
One of them.
I'm curious, genuinely curious, how our audience would react to a sponsorship for a vaginal reconstructive surgery place.
Probably not well.
You think?
I don't think we would get a lot of takers.
No.
Well, I'm not talking about people using code house or whatever to get their lips tightened up. I'm just talking about broadly across the board.
Whoa.
If they were like, hey, how do we, like, they were hawking surgery on their podcast.
They were hawking gas surgery.
They were hawking gas surgery. Even though most, I'm sure there's some people that get it cosmically, but most people had kids and just ravaged down there.
Mm-hmm.
Battlefield. It looks like someone took a backhoe to a gorilla.
No man's land, they call it.
A backhoe to that hose bag.
Armando had a beautiful transition set up
I did.
for the topic of the episode, and then you sidelined him with the vag.
Speaking of sidelines, get rid of your sidelines by getting your vag reconstructed.
Okay, all right.
Use code FUNPUSS.
Oh, no. Come on now.
That's the thing.
That code's taken.
People would probably think of some fun, creative way to call us shills. Probably call us like Nip Cuck or something.
That's a cool name.
That's
good,
kind of, that's
right?
not
Yeah.
bad. I
Like
respect
Nip
that.
Tuck. Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I did have a transition. It's that we're all trying to make changes. Some of us are trying to get strong. Some of us are trying to get hard through James. And some of us, not going to name names here.
Let the camera cut to me. What an artful little move in there, Lindsay.
back here. Oh my God.
Oh, it was an accident, huh?
Hilarious.
Some of us, not going to name names. They pussies tighten. But everyone
Jacob.
has a New Year's resolution. And we've talked about them a little bit on the podcast before. But today, we're here to determine out of all of the New Year's resolutions, which one is the best. That's right, everybody. It's a bracket episode, and we're doing What's the Best Resolution?
I would say 4K because I really don't think that even if you have an 8K, it's going to support the media that's available.
Yeah.
Huh.
Taking away your microphone.
Compression.
Taking away your microphone. That's
Artifacts.
It. You're done. That was it. You're done for the rest of the
I
episode.
just understood the joke that you made.
Isn't this set versatile?
Joke.
I love it.
Yeah, I like that I
pretty
can
good.
take people's microphones with. Jacob, that's enough.
Oh, what a beautiful bracket. Look at this.
Thank you. Yeah, we've got a bracket. Can we put it on the, can we full screen that just for a second?
Yeah, it looks great.
Yep.
Look at that bracket.
So I
Wow.
stayed up. It's a little covered. I stayed up last night making a bracket of a bunch of different New Year's resolutions that people have made. I combined, James pointed out that this is the most scientific thing I've ever done. I combined 3 different studies.
Yeah, arbitrarily
yeah.
to get the information you wanted that's suited your agenda.
Did either of you get texts at like midnight asking what to do for the podcast?
Well, we
Today.
recorded a podcast on Monday. This is recorded on a Wednesday. And we recorded a podcast on a Monday. And as soon as it went great, and as soon as it was over, Armando said, "Do you have any ideas for a bracket I can do for the podcast?" And I said, "Yeah, you should do best cereal, best breakfast cereal."
Oh, that's a good one.
And he went, "That's an amazing idea." Lo and behold, we're doing not that.
I said, I think just text Jacob last minute the night
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Last possible second.
Well,
on
that's
your
what
birthday.
that's what I did. Yeah, on my birthday. Well, technically it was Omar's birthday at that point.
That's true. And I was asleep.
Yeah, you were definitely.
Well, I woke up because I got a text message and I went back to sleep.
gotta
Oh, but
do
you
not
didn't
disturb.
respond.
Yeah.
Do not disturb that, Jacob.
What are we kicking this
Interesting.
off with?
Yeah, we got to get through this.
Well, yeah. So the point is that I'd like doing these bracket episodes, and I'd like to do them more frequently. But this time we've got a fun one. We've got a bracket of New Year's resolutions, and we're going to decide what is the number one thing you should be doing to help yourself. Let's just kick it off. Let's do it. Number one, we've got health versus wealth. 17% of people say that their New Year's resolution is to lose weight, and 8% say that their New Year's resolution is to make more money. So between those two things, losing weight and making money, living longer and living better, so to speak, which one is the better choice?
We're voting on these now. We're discussing and voting on these now.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I would immediately back health.
Yeah.
Because I think that you can always be chasing the wealth game, and as your lifestyle changes, like it's not money's for most of us isn't just going to come for free.
Sure.
It's going to require more work and more commitment, and then are you even getting to spend the money that you have because you're so busy trying to earn it? Whereas health is the kind of thing that, I mean, for me at the very least, the pursuit of a healthier lifestyle gives you, I think, it ticks the box on a lot of these other things.
Yeah.
Self-control and like adhering to a schedule, but then it also will allow you to live better, you know?
I would say, on the flip side of your argument, some people like myself are so far gone on the unhealthy spectrum that getting healthy is no longer an option. There is no reality where I flip it and become like fit like you.
That's
or Blaine.
untrue. That's
Let's hear them
untrue.
out.
Yeah. I've decided, living the life that I've lived, the last time we recorded this podcast, we revealed that I ate shrimp from a
Sizzler that you ordered.
that I ordered from DoorDash and left out in front of my house for 45 minutes, and then was
Ew.
surprised when I got sick.
You didn't tell me you left it outside.
You weren't on the
I thought you were
podcast.
just. Oh my god.
I disagree with you, James. I
shocked.
think that wealth affords you the means to lead to the health. I mean, you're envisioning a world, Jacob's point.
More money, less problems.
You're envisioning a world where you are working so much to gain the wealth that you don't have time to work out. I would say that this is a world where you have enough wealth that a lot of people that are poor work so much because they have no other option. They don't have the luxury to have time. I say wealth affords you the time. Wealth affords you maybe the expensive equipment that you need to get healthy.
You don't need anything to get
surgery.
healthy.
Wealth affords you the money to buy better food. You know, there are studies show that if you live in poverty, you're probably eating foods that are much worse for you because it can be more expensive to eat healthily.
Yeah, I can attest to that.
It's
Also,
the cost of making your own
you know-
McDonald's hamburger is way less than actually buying.
American.
I don't think you understand that part of it for poverty is that they don't have time. People are constantly
Yes.
working all the time and don't
Yeah,
have
I know,
the
Yes.
ability
but
to go get
but
it.
if you that we're talking about resolutions though, right?
Yeah.
And so if you're like, all right, this year I'm going to work more, that's not like you're going to end up with more time.
It's not necessarily working more. It's maybe you're saying I'm going to get that job that pays me a better wage,
Yeah.
so I don't have to work 2 jobs. He doesn't
That
know.
seems
My
like
whole thing is
that
I'm-
seems like a
He's-
completely
he's in a
different
different world.
discussion.
Yeah.
He's in a
chasing
different
money.
world.
I'm too far gone on the health spectrum was my point. And so now I'm going to go all in on wealth so that, like Elise said, once I had all the money, I can artificially get healthy.
I
get
would
Timberlake.
also
I can
say
nip cuck myself,
I'm with
get
that.
all that fat
I think
out.
you got to change the categories: the hustle and muscle.
The hustle and the
Oh,
muscle.
I like that.
That's really
I like
good.
that. American
Hustle versus
healthcare
muscle.
system also. You better be rich. Oh no,
Oh no, our new set.
the plant.
You want me to knock this one over to balance it out?
American plant care system. This place is
So Jacob, you're nodding along. I see you agree.
Yeah. Listen, James, I'm going to have to be paying James a lot to make me into a muscular, beautiful creature.
It's
Yeah.
not true. I actually trained someone for free.
You should
Oh,
train me.
shoot.
I've been asking you for months.
He doesn't
now.
pay gym fees.
Yeah.
He doesn't pay anything.
He's busy. He's busy with this.
James
I'm
dedicates a
constantly
lot of
asking
time
you
to
to
it.
help get me
I
into
train
shape.
her. I've trained friends of friends, all for free.
You're ignoring me.
Just saying. I just say I think you're putting barriers between a healthy lifestyle that don't actually exist. All of you.
I'm reaching out to you
Nah.
now, asking for your help.
It's
You're
because
too
you
far
don't,
gone.
Yeah,
you
he's
don't
busy.
know
He's
you
busy
don't
with this.
know lower income.
Yeah,
I don't
you don't
know
know
lower
poverty
income.
like
You
I know
don't.
poverty.
All right, let's get ready to vote. I think
I'm
we're
voting
all-
money.
Let's go. What are we
Money.
doing? We do 1 for money, 2 for health.
I'll go for health in this one just because I need the backup
James, you
right
ready?
here. Look at this.
What am I doing?
Vote 1 finger.
Why are
for,
we doing this?
I don't know. I
Are we
don't know
going
what
to
this
point
is.
forward? Shouldn't we be like this? This seems weird.
Don't. I don't think we should go off that.
Just ask.
Just say it
each
at
of
the
us,
same
yeah.
time.
Okay.
1 on 3. 1, 2, 3. Health.
Health.
Money.
It sounded like the same. I couldn't. It sounded like
How
like
many
3.
is that? I gotta know.
It sounded like that. It sounded like I
It's
heard 3
3
elves.
for wealth.
Yeah, 3
Oh,
healths.
oh.
Yeah.
3 for wealth.
Jacob said wealth. You
I said health.
wealth. You said health?
Yeah,
We got
'cause it's
2 health,
personal.
2 wealth. We need a tiebreaker. Lindsay.
No, Jacob.
Health or wealth?
I need the health.
That's 2 wealth and 2 health.
Have you seen my
Yeah.
shoes? I don't need wealth.
Health equals happiness.
That's actually your guess.
You're going health? We've got health. The first winner.
Health equals happiness.
No.
Health.
You go for a hike, or you can take an extra shift. Yeah, I know what I'm picking. A hike.
It's not you. You just equate time. I'm saying I get a job that lets me work 2 hours and I get $1 billion.
Is that what happens? You're describing it like your scenario is so easy, even though it's crazier than what I'm describing. You're like,
No.
I'm tired of making less money.
And then with
I'm
all
just gonna
my-
pick a new job that gives me more money.
with all my
Easy
money?
done.
I have the extra time to work out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all
Make it
theoretical.
You know what?
There's-
I spent the last year in an Amazon factory, and every time I tried to discuss unionizing, they held a gun to my head. But you know what? I'm just gonna do it anyway.
Speaking of pointing guns to your head, there's a lot of things that people want to do to get better, especially with their mental health. 5% of people have made it their personal New Year's resolution to start going to therapy. 2% say that they want to start stand-up comedy. What's the better way to help your mental health? We've got hopes versus jokes, going to therapy versus starting stand-up comedy.
So
We
someone
have to
want to
pick
kick
one.
this
Jacob,
off?
you have any thoughts on this?
As somebody who isn't funny until after post-production.
You're very
How
funny.
dare you?
Oh, come on. I have to pick between one of these two, huh?
Yeah.
Therapy?
Therapy or stand-up?
I feel
What's
like
a better
therapy is one of those
resolution?
things, like I haven't gone to therapy before, but
But you have gone to stand-up.
I have gone to stand-up. So I think there's benefits to therapy that I don't know that are there.
Uh-huh.
So if I were to actually bite that bullet, then I would actually probably be good for me. I think therapy is good for everybody.
I think so too.
Yeah. You know what? Serious answer for me. I'll go with therapy on this one.
Okay. Okay.
I think I agree. I think therapy is good
Yeah.
and it's a universal good that everyone should do. I think stand up. Some people treat stand up like therapy, and I'm not going to say any names.
They're not. It's not me. Those people aren't funny.
Rolando.
Please don't.
I do think that there are some comics that treat it like therapy. But I therapy. Yeah,
Yeah.
James.
Go for it.
I just think, why not just pick a stand-up job where you get paid $1 billion? Then you won't need therapy. You could buy 1,000 therapists.
Elise, name me a single rich, famous comedian that's ever been depressed.
Conan O'Brien.
Nope.
Yeah,
I feel like
he's done a ton of therapy.
Yeah, I was gonna say he talks about being depressed all
Yeah.
the time.
I don't think there's been a single one.
I mean,
I like your point, James.
I can jump in and say no. Therapy is absolutely the way to go. Name a single stand-up comedian. Yeah.
name a
Lived a
single
long, functional life.
famous stand-up comedian who has ever come to a too short death.
You don't even need to put famous in there.
Yeah.
Just go to an open mic night and just watch the people that go up there and go like, you should not be talking to
We
me.
lost the LA comedy scene alone. Lost 5 last year.
No.
Can stand-up even exist without suffering mental health?
No, it cannot. Here's what I'll say.
Yeah.
I'm too far gone on the mental health
Okay, I
side.
see where
of
this
this.
Sounds like a
going.
barrier. Sounds like one of those barriers.
No, yeah, of course do stand up or not stand up. Of course do
Freudian
therapy
slip.
Oh
and
my
forget
goodness.
doing stand
So
up.
I think we're all unanimously agree on
yeah,
hopes then.
therapy. Yeah,
Unless your therapist got jokes.
my
Yeah,
therapist
funny
does
therapist.
have jokes.
Patch
Yeah.
Adams, if you will.
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine?
So
You got a
hopes
Patch
wins.
Adams?
That has to
Hopes
exist
wins.
out there.
Lindsay, but I would be curious to know what you think.
Yeah, what do you think?
I mean, of course. And then, I feel like therapy is just more material for your stand-up.
True.
She's dating
There you
a
go.
stand-up comic.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
A
Makes sense.
hopeful stand-up comic.
Yeah.
Currently sitting.
Rolando.
Yeah.
Well, we chose hopes today, so.
So the next one that we've got going up, we've got family versus self. 12% of people say that their New Year's resolution is to spend more time with family, while 8% say they want to learn a new skill or hobby. So now you got to choose between spending time with your family and spending time with yourself. What's more important?
My family gets enough of me.
Yeah, that's what I think
Yeah.
too.
I'm picking up guitar again. That's been great.
Yeah.
Developing that skill again. I'm going to get my calluses back. Get my hard, crusty fingers.
Oh,
Don't say it like that.
They'll be back. I'm so excited. Sorry, fam. I'm busy.
Women love guitarists, but they never think about how crusty their fingers,
fingers
are.
are,
Yeah. Until it's too late.
I think I'm
too.
right-handed.
I'm gonna broaden this to just like working on yourself, and that can include hobbies. That includes broadening your horizons, working on yourself. And I do think like,
I mean, all of these are working on yourself.
yeah,
right?
I do think that when you improve yourself, when you work on yourself, you're a more fulfilled and well-rounded person. Then it's easier for other people to love you and like being around you. And also, just because not everybody's family is super healthy, I would say like, you gotta work on you gotta love yourself
Yeah.
first, and then everyone comes.
It definitely depends on your family.
Yeah.
Some people, we live in a day and age where you obviously hear mostly about people dreading going home because their politics are not aligned with their family. But there are still a lot of people who are like, no, I love my family.
Ryan
And
Haley.
Yeah, like Ryan loves his family. And for someone like Ryan, he doesn't need anything new in his life. He should double down on the family he's got.
Well, I feel like Lindsay's up. Like, we're always like, you're always
He loves his
home.
family, and for someone like him, I think family is the more important thing. And you only get so much time with the
Yeah.
people in your life. I also value self-improvement, and I love learning new skills. But I also think that, your time is finite, and you don't know how long you'll have with those people in your lives. And the last thing you want to do is, when you run out of time, feel like you wish you needed more.
Yeah, but I already spent so much time with Jacob's family.
Yeah. It was a very strange Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
My family, too far gone. I'm not going to be able to save them. No, I like my family. They're cool people. The thing is that we do agree politically. Still can't stand them. So, yeah, I don't know. I think the past 2 years has made me a lot. I'm still pretty outgoing and still pretty, what's it called?
Extroverted?
Gorgeous?
Extroverted. Thank you. Yeah, thanks, baby.
You're welcome.
You're making me hard. I poked my chest. It was a callback to the earlier.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I feel like I used to be way more extroverted than I am now, and I'm constantly needing to talk to people. But I also need huge periods of time where I'm just alone and by myself to not
love it.
see
Yeah.
anybody.
I value.
I'm going self.
Yeah. I
love
value
learning
solitude.
shit.
I've learned
Yeah.
to value solitude a lot.
It's
Also,
nice.
it's shocking how many adults cannot be alone. Like, and
Yeah.
people that I knew during the pandemic that that were going crazy because they could just not, like, they just had to be around people all the time. And I think it's something like to be said for being able to be happy and alone and do things by yourself. And it's surprising how many people just can't.
Yeah.
I want to add, you didn't ask me this time, but I want
No.
to add, as somebody who is very extroverted, if I was completely alone and had to do it for that length of time, and still, I would have absolutely lost my mind. I value alone time, though, and I really do, and I can be alone during the day and whatever, but that is a long time, and that breaks extroverts. Broke me and Mondo.
Yeah, it sure did. But now, I mean, that was part of it. Is once I did that and started going to therapy, the importance of it, I was able to see, like, I don't like hanging out with it. I like hanging out with other people so I can feel better about myself. But if I just feel better about myself, I don't need other people. So that's been a huge shift in my own thing.
That's
And I
kinda
like
wild.
learning shit. I'm always making music or trying to learn how to do other stuff. So, because I'm always trying to, I
You
want
have to play Halo like every night.
Yeah. And you never say yes.
I'm
So
there
even when I
sometimes,
try to
though.
reach out and spend time with my family and friends, they don't even like to fucking hang out with me.
See? So that's why I'm picking family.
I'm picking self.
I'm picking self too, I think.
I'll pick self because Mondo doesn't like when I steal all his kills.
Thank you, baby. Lindsay, you picking self?
Yeah, you got to work on yourself to be
There we
there for
go.
your family.
We've got
my,
self.
Yeah.
my dad texted me. I didn't respond.
Under 35 self, over 35 family.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
You get yourself some other time. Now you're running out. You're running
yeah.
out.
Love you,
This
old
next
man.
one that we've got on. Oh, you're texting your dad?
Yeah, he texted me yesterday.
Te amo.
Beautiful. My dad texts me every so often, and I always forget to text him back, and then he gets real upset about it. He'll send me, but he doesn't understand emojis. To me, emojis sound really goofy. So my dad, when he's actually like furious, will send me that little red emoji,
Oh, the angry
the
one?
angry one. But it just looks so cute. It's like my dad is like,
Yeah, but he's trying to convey his
Yeah.
emotions.
but when he
pissed.
posts that, what he's really saying is like, "I'll fuck you up,
Yeah.
dog." This next one that we've got on there, we've got
Snakes? Was that snakes and socials?
we've got smokes
Snakes
versus
every time.
pokes.
I was going to go for the snakes.
10% of people say that their New Year's resolution is to quit smoking, and 4% say it's to get off social media.
Oh, boy.
Smokes versus pokes. Who's going to take it? Which
Wow.
one? These are the two hardest things for people to quit.
Quit, yeah.
As somebody who quit smoking, and even now you guys see me vape.
They're both addictive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Social media too is insanely addictive.
I would say smoking, what is this the thing that, a cigarette is supposed to take 5 minutes off your life, each cigarette.
I hope so.
Then I would say it depends on how much you value the longevity of your life, because if you smoke less cigarettes, that's more time to be on social media.
It's true.
So
It's where you want to be.
It's one or the other.
I guess the one way that we can look at this one is which one is more harmful for you long term.
it's weird because one is more harmful, I think, physically, and one is more
Yeah.
emotionally harmful.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah.
If you've been following the chart of what we've been doing thus far, there is a way to responsibly surf social media,
It's
though.
true.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
Omar was saying that he has a time lock on his
Yes.
applications. He only allows himself, because I do think sometimes there's value. Like
Yeah.
depending on how you use it. If you're using it to compare yourself to everyone else out there, it's terrible. But
Yeah.
if you're using it to sometimes learn new skills or just find interesting
News
and
or-
exciting things that are
Yeah.
out there, it's actually a pretty incredible tool.
Yeah, funny
So,
TikToks.
I don't know what the upside of smoking is, truly.
You look cool as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I
You see
guess
that
you look
camel?
cool, but I think there's
Yeah.
also, like, what about when people just have toothpicks?
And obviously,
That's cool.
if you're
That's not
addicted
cool.
to it, it's like it hits that craving
Yeah.
that you want.
Yeah, but that's different. That's
Yeah.
like heroin has an upside too.
Yeah.
Like,
Smoking is like an inhalable Xanax, and it will calm you down. Also, there's like little stupid things, and I know this isn't a good reason to smoke. Okay, I'm just playing devil's advocate.
no, yeah, I
Sure.
understand.
Makes
When I
you
used to
shit.
work in the service industry, working at a restaurant, if you didn't smoke, you only got your allotted breaks. If you
Yeah.
did smoke, you got like 3 extra 10-minute breaks.
Mm.
So when when you're working in like an industry job, you get it. When I started smoking, I would just go out there and pretend to smoke. But
Yeah.
then you pick it up.
Candy cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah, exactly.
forget where I read it, but maybe in Japan there was a company that gave non-smoking employees an extra week off of work or something every year because they were
Wow.
like, we're accommodating for you not ever going out.
That's
or,
Never
you know.
happened here. That'll
pretty
never
tight.
happen here.
Yeah.
I just want to make a comment about Mondo's comment where he said it's like an inhalable Xanax where, what'd you say, you relax or whatever?
Yeah, it chills me out.
Oh, it chills you out. And at the end of the Xanax, you immediately need and want another Xanax, and that's a cigarette.
Yep.
So it's not a good thing.
It's not. No, but
Yeah.
it does calm you down immensely. If you're upset, if you're angry, if you're sad, even if you're happy. You just want
Something
to
to
feel
do
nothing.
with your hands.
Yeah.
I don't know, I smoke like a pack a day. I say social media. We don't need any more of that.
I say kick the sticks.
The thought of Jacob smoking a cigarette is so funny.
What?
Cool.
Why?
Well, yeah, why? You said something cool, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do it to look cool.
No.
Have you seen the camel on the box?
One time I
See
so
the camel. in the box.
I smoked a cigarette for the first time in years at your birthday party.
Oh, I'm
And I
sorry.
remember that we went outside to smoke a cigarette, and I smoked, and some of the smoke, I didn't blow it in his face. Some of the smoke sort of trailed over to Jacob, and he went, "Ah!"
Did that happen?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
He was so wasted.
Fucking
Oh,
drunk.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah, you took the smallest whiff of smoke in your nose and you fucking died.
Yeah, I've never smoked ever.
Well,
No.
also like I think I
Smoker.
forget which way it is. It's like smokers' clothing is like negatively ionically charged, or the opposite. I can't remember. So it's like a smoke is going to stick to a non-smoker's clothes more than it would a smoker's clothes. Like
Do you
so
ever,
it sticks with you.
Watch like Mad Men and just think about how fucking gross everywhere must have smelled.
I mean, that was the 90s.
Yeah, in the 90s, you would go to a restaurant and they're like smoking section or non-smoking
Yeah.
section. And
The
if you,
mall food
like,
court.
if you were even close to the smoking section, you're like, this is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I mean, again, I've told it before, but I had a neighbor whose mom smoked and we'd go over
yeah.
and play there. And I didn't understand at the time. I was like, this place smells like shit and I feel filthy.
Yeah, people just smoked in their
Yeah, I
homes.
had grandparents that just like smoked
Yeah.
so like forever.
Yeah.
Ever like for most of their life, and we would go over there and it would just be like just overpowering.
And it's weird because I remember it being like a big deal when you could no longer smoke inside, and then it being a big deal when you could no longer smoke. At least in Toronto, you couldn't smoke under like a canopied outdoor area, and people were like really upset. But now it's like I'm like the thought of even like someone. It's like it's interesting how much a social attitude can change
Yeah.
in that time. Like where now you're like, geez.
I don't even feel. I'm also a little younger, so maybe I'm not of the generation that would have felt this way. I feel so bad when I used to smoking, and like a normal human being that doesn't smoke walking past me, I almost felt like the need to apologize. I know it's inconvenient. I know it's bad. I also started smoking after they discovered that it gave everyone horrible, awful
Most
cancer.
people did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I know what I'm doing is not a good thing. I'm gonna go with quit smoking. I
say
use
quit
social
the
media
sticks.
every day.
Quit
Yeah.
the sticks.
Everyone except for Jacob is quit smoking.
All right.
So Jacob,
All
you've
right.
never smoked. Have you ever smoked a cigar?
No.
No.
Do you want to?
I've never smoked a cigarette either.
You've never smoked a
Couch
cigarette?
boys.
I would say
Like
that
the sense.
everyone should go out
Clean
and
couch,
smoke a
they
cigarette
call
once
it.
in their life.
Nah.
And that's the official policy of. No, I can't
Yeah.
even finish legally.
Cigars are fun,
Yeah, that's like I'd be
But-
open to that.
but
Yeah. I
just never
I've never
seek it
smoked a
out.
cigarette.
You ever smoke anything else?
Crack.
Never.
Yeah. That's what we call
Actually,
in the hood,
yeah.
that's what we call a cheap
Crack.
vacation. Speaking of vacations, did you
Smoke
know
a
that
crack a day.
3% of people say that their New Year's resolution is to travel more? And also 3% say they want to read more, which is why we have on the list miles versus words. Both of them take you somewhere, but which one do you want to go to? Do you want to travel more or do you want to read more? Which is better and which will help you out in your life?
I don't think in the current climate of the world, traveling is something I want to do more of, but I don't think I want to do it right now.
That's a good point and not something that I thought of.
But I do want to
Yeah.
read more books. I
What-
have some books I want to read.
What about okay? Yeah, fuck. I
I've
guess we
gotta-
do gotta pertain it to like because it's
This
New
year.
Year. It's this year.
Yeah.
I mean, broadly speaking, anytime I hear that someone is traveling somewhere cool, I'm much more envious than if they told me they finished a book.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I would say that the current circumstances exempt travel more, of course.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about, conditions right now, I would say read, I
Yeah.
guess.
I was just telling Patrick when he was in here. I just got a hardcover copy of The Silmarillion.
Ooh.
And I'm very excited to read it. That's
Oh,
mostly why I'm saying books right now.
Finally linked my Kindle to a Libby Overdrive account with the LA library so I can get free Kindle books
That's awesome.
or ebooks on
That's
my
pretty
Kindle.
sick.
It's free.
Yeah.
Everyone should
Can
do
one
it.
not say that reading is traveling for the mind?
I literally just
did,
fucking.
he
That's
did.
how I introduced the.
What? I was trying to update your damn spreadsheet.
How many jazz cigarettes have you smoked back there?
Not enough.
I'm going to make one more case for traveling.
I say,
Yeah.
Even in this case, like even considering this, because I think traveling, you think, oh, I have to get on a plane and I have to go to Europe or whatever. Like, no, like you can get in a car
Yeah.
or like hop on a bus, or you can just get away. And those are truly. So I've had magnificent experiences growing up, just like traveling a few hours from where I was living at the time, and just going someplace different and camping or whatever. Like those
Yeah.
are
This
Right.
summer, I want to like just drive to Mammoth and just like hike and stuff.
Nah.
Yeah,
Sure.
I want to do that too, Jacob. You tell me when.
Yeah,
All right.
me too. Mammoth, Big Bear. I go to Big Bear once a year.
You
just
won't
stay
see me
up
when
there.
I'm there. I'm gonna go off on my own by
Yeah,
myself.
he's on his
That's
own.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Vision
good
quest.
luck finding me.
It's part of my training for him.
That's true.
It's
Before-
I have to hike Rainbow Falls before I can socialize.
Before I started working at Funhaus, like right before, I took a trip to Joshua Tree. It was beautiful, and that was like right when things were starting to get bad again. We were all working from home. No one was in the office. And what I did was Joshua Tree, not super far. What is that, like 2.5 hours away from Los Angeles?
Yeah.
I rented a yurt off of Airbnb.
Yurts are the best.
I stayed in the middle of the desert, and it was beautiful. I got to see the stars. It was amazing.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I say travel. I love travel.
I say travel too.
I say burn the books.
We do have the
Yeah,
luxury.
I also say burn
we
the
have the luxury of like being in California, so we can drive to so many awesome places. But I say travel.
I say that we should burn the books and travel to Poland. Maybe stay there a little bit.
Too much.
Too much?
The mountains of
Sorry, Blue
Zakopane.
Eyes.
I'm gonna say books because I
Beautiful.
got to learn about the first through the third age.
Oh, of course, of
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
of course.
If you read more real books, you would learn that my reference was not great.
Celebrimbor is back at it.
I'm going travel. I'm going travel. We've got travel books, travel books.
Travel.
You're going travel.
Yeah, of course.
Lindsay, I mean, it's
Travel, of
travel.
course.
Yeah,
Travel
yeah.
makes
Of
it.
course. What are we, a bunch of nerds?
Apparently,
Oh, we.
I don't even know what that was.
And you read on the flight.
Yeah, I guess no. I the way that I've thought about this bracket is that you're only able to do one. So if you choose one, it automatically means you're not allowed to do.
You mean
any of the
I
others.
can't have the book on the steering wheel, reading it while
Like
I'm
Rob
on the
Ford?
road, like my friend's dad when I was a kid? And
Your
we
friend's
traveled?
dad is Rob Ford.
Well, no, but I remember thinking about it now. I was like, "Oh, that was probably really dangerous." But I remember we'd go on like road trips or whatever,
Oh my
and his
God.
dad would
Sorry,
just place a book there.
Jesus.
I'm watching Lindsay
Yeah.
edit the thing in a.
It's a lot. Omar was right. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I'm like
Yeah.
leaving the wrong shots.
Hell,
I'm sorry.
Have you ever
It's
gone to
okay.
like tropical locations and people float in the water with a book in their
yeah.
hand?
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
I would 100% drop that in the ocean.
Oh, I've dropped
Yeah.
books in bathtubs and then had to dry them out
I thought
before
you were gonna
before
say
returning them to
yeah.
the library.
I did that recently, but I fill up
I-
most of the tub, so it would just fall on my chest.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember once being like hard up against a due date and like putting a book over a vent because I was like, I gotta dry this bad boy.
Yeah. You got hours until the fines come in. That's 15 cents a day.
So control versus let
wrinkled.
loose, huh?
Yeah, we've got control versus let loose. Speaking of, pushing it right up against the wire, we're all going to die. Everyone's going to die someday. And what kind of life do you want to live? Did you know that 4% of people say that their New Year's resolution is to get more organized because they think that it will help them in their lives? And 5% say they want to live life to the fullest. Organization be damned. Fuck that shit. I'm going to go out and punch a James Willems and read a book in the ocean. Who cares if I drop it? Due date at the library? Fuck the library.
Why are these mutually exclusive?
Yeah, why do you just want to commit crimes?
So I think that because of the format of the bracket, I have to make them mutually
Sure.
exclusive.
Okay.
Yeah.
But-
Spontaneity versus
Planning.
planning.
Yeah.
I just watched a how-to John Wilson about this.
Yeah.
Exactly. If you want me to start, I'll make a case for living life to the fullest because I already live a horribly disorganized life, and I've still always been able to find anything I need to find when I need to find it. I do have to dig through piles of clothing. I do have to dig through papers that I keep. I also, for some reason, am one of these people that anytime I get anything, I keep the box it comes in. If it costs more than $200, I have the box in my house. I'm never going to return it.
I have a whole closet stacked from bottom to top with Gundam boxes.
Yeah, exactly.
We used to be like that, but I think we
No. We
Over time, we're like, yeah.
ultimately you cross the road and you go, this box got to go.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't care about organization. I'm fine. My files are a fucking mess, but you know what? The world caves to my whims and like my files are a mess. I can search. I can just search for whatever I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Live life to the fullest. Go out. Live. Be. Exist.
I'm gonna make a case for organization because I feel like organization can turbocharge your ability to have that time. I think that like you lose these little microseconds of time when you're like disorganized, and that stuff, like those are the kinds of things that you're like, oh shoot, where are my keys? I don't have a place for my keys, so where are my keys? And then you go to a thing, and then it means you're 10 minutes late. And for you, it may seem like nothing, but the people who are waiting on you, it's like that affects their perception of you. But when you're organized and you're like, I have to be here at this time and I'm going to do this thing at this time, I just feel like it allows you to find these like microseconds, and you'll make up the difference of just taking a little bit of time and planning things out.
I more of a planning over spontaneity, because while spontaneity can be fun, I do think especially if I was taking a trip, there are times where I've slacked and I've been when I get there I'll figure out and I'll find shit. But it is the trips where I'm I put some forethought beforehand and I looked at stuff and I booked that thing that I would have not gotten to do otherwise if I hadn't looked into it. Then after I'm oh yeah, I'm glad I did all that. But the best thing is going on a trip with someone else who plans all that shit for you.
Shout out to Joel Rubin.
Yeah, I know.
When I went to Vegas to go film that thing, I accidentally slept in and woke up in my apartment in downtown. I woke up 40 minutes before my plane was boarding.
Jesus.
And I immediately called a Lyft. I hopped in there. Luckily, I had my bag packed already, and got to the airport barely in time, and got on the plane. They said that if I had been 45 seconds later, they wouldn't have let me on the plane. I was able to make it, and live life to the fullest. I got a cool story out of it. Now, dating somebody that plans really well, and I never have to worry about it again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So she's organized. I don't have to be shit.
Yeah.
And that's never going to go poorly at all.
No.
Yeah.
Two different personalities like that?
No.
No.
It's great. It's going to be perfect.
Forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
too,
She'll never get tired of it. Sorry, Jacob.
Oh, it's okay. I too must. I'm going to go with control on this one.
Really?
Because I think I'm pretty loosey-goosey all the time, and it's served me well. But I think I'm in the same boat where if I'm actually tackling things and keeping myself organized and stuff, getting a little bit of a handle on things, then it ultimately leaves me more room to enjoy
Imagine
life.
unpackaging a new Gundam build, and you don't have the tools needed.
Yeah,
to
I don't
build
got my
this.
nippers or my file or my tweezers.
Can't find your nips.
Yeah.
You've got to go to you're just going to start this Gundam. You got to go to the store. Oh, but you didn't check the store's hours, so the store's closed. So you drove all the way there, and now you're nipless and with your Gundam in your hands.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I can't even think of something like that. That was for control. This is all I needed to hear.
I'm going live life to the fullest. You're going control, James.
Control.
You're going
Control.
control.
not
Police.
control's not the word I would use, but yes, control.
It is the word we
Alright.
have to pick.
You ain't gonna catch me nipless.
So get organized.
Hang on, I have a question. Let loose means chaos? What does that mean? 'Cause-
Let loose.
Live
so,
life to the fullest is the resolution that those people pick.
Yeah, and I think
yeah, so does that mean if Jacob got invited to a last minute Gundam party, he can't go because he chose to be more organized with his schedule?
Yeah, they would.
This
And
category
he
is
would
broken.
miss out on an amazing last minute Gundam party?
We
sure
need to
would.
move on.
I would
Just
go.
saying.
He already voted.
Yeah, I'm the only one who throws Gundam parties.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's at his place. How
This
can
is
he
his
miss it?
own
Nobody
party.
shows up.
Oh.
All right.
Speaking of parties, when you're at a party, there's a lot of things that you can choose from. You can choose to do the right thing, or you can choose to do the thing that's going to make you wish you did the right thing in the morning. I'm talking about drinking more water versus drinking less booze. Which one is ultimately better for you? 1% of people say that their New Year's resolution is to drink more water, while 6% of people say that their New Year's resolution is to drink less alcohol. We drinking more water, or we drinking less booze? What's ultimately better for you?
Well,
Wait, so one statistic was for drinking more water.
Mm-hmm.
The other was for just drinking less alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't those both similarly aligned statistics?
Yeah, but which one?
What's the statistic for people that say, I want to drink more booze this year?
Me.
Well, yeah, other than you.
Yeah. Me and the rest of the too far gone
Gotcha.
party.
20-year-old.
Yeah.
19-year-olds.
Which is the better resolution individually, not versus?
Yeah, to choose. I think
You can own the point of this bracket system is that if you're doing one of these things, you're not doing the other. So if you're thinking of these things, you can either drink more water or you can drink less booze. That's it. Those are your two options.
I drink more water.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
In my day-to-day life, I just drink more water.
okay.
So that when
But
the
you
booze
also
hits,
you don't really drink booze very often.
I mean, I do.
Only before 11 a.m.
I do. I think I you know, if I'm like at a friend's house, I'll have wine.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm at a bar, I don't really like beer so that much. So like, the odd beer I would
Yeah,
drink.
if you're at the gym, you have some wine.
And but then if I'm out, I'd have like a cocktail or whatever.
I'll drink a 40 now and then.
It's water.
But I like alcohol. Some of my stuff is I just have health things that I can't really drink a lot.
Some of your best
alcohol.
friends are alcohol.
I say drink more water because I'm always saying that I want to drink more water. And also, for me personally, I'm 26 now, and I feel like I have 2 more years before alcohol really just starts fucking up my body.
Give or take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't drink very often at all. I love water.
But when you did you used to drink?
Not really. I don't
Okay.
drink very often.
I don't drink. I've talked about it before. I don't drink very often because of the
It's
insane amount of
expensive.
Yeah.
alcohol that it takes to get me drunk.
Yeah.
That's
like Andre
true.
the Giant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he has 6 barrels.
I consider myself blessed that my tolerance is so low.
This is a can, just a can in my hand.
Yeah,
It's
it's
tiny.
Yeah, you weren't here, Armando. You didn't work here when I was having my Long Island iced tea phase.
I've heard about it though.
It wasn't pretty.
There was
He was coming in the office, arms full of 10 different types of alcohol needed to make this drink.
A single drink.
Yeah. He would shuffle under his desk. All anyone could hear was. Sorry.
But no, water.
Oh,
Water
no.
for me, 100%.
yeah. There was a strong month there where if you watch Jacob's edits,
Oh,
it's just
that's a nightmare. I mean, some of the
Unhinged.
best things he's ever made, but
Yeah.
also just incomprehensible.
yeah.
Hasn't been the same ever since I switched to the old H2O.
Yeah.
Also, I just like drinking water.
That's what we
Plus,
call
he
the
was,
New Jersey iced tea.
He was editing in the calculator app,
Yeah.
which
I was a talented fella.
I'm going drink more water only because I don't want to drink less booze.
drink more water.
Drink more water. Drink more
So you want
water.
to keep
drink more
drinking a
water.
normal amount of booze, but also drink more water.
I wouldn't say I drink a normal amount
That'll
of
help
booze.
you and help your old liver.
help my liver out.
Yeah, when
Drink
you
more water.
lot of
It's a
gotta
water
flush
and
the
vodka.
system.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about that? By the way, so I found out the reason I feel like shit is after I drink, because I get hungover without getting drunk, which is the bad way to do it.
Yeah.
And it's because it takes so much alcohol for me to drink it and actually feel the effects of the alcohol. But my liver is still processing a ton of alcohol. So even if I'm physically not getting the effects of feeling drunk, it's still fucking up my body.
Yeah.
I never
Which
feel
sucks.
hungover. I just get sugar headaches from the drinks I like drinking.
Nice. Yeah, because they all come out of like Eiffel Tower shaped glasses.
Yeah.
You
that
betcha.
hang around your neck.
Or one that's big and round in the middle and skinny at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lindsay, more water, less booze. What you going?
I plead the fifth.
She would say,
Did you say you plead the fifth or you're sipping the fifth?
Sipping a fifth. Drink more water and drink less booze.
There you go.
this next one's interesting to me.
Yeah.
So I'd like to know the correlation
So
here.
yeah,
Which
this
one won?
next one, I couldn't fit it on there, and I should have put it out. This next one is a competition I like to call "Eat Out Less" versus "Eat Out More."
Wow.
5% of people say that they want to eat out at restaurants less, while 7% say that they want to find romance. So, are they going to eat out less or eat out more?
I mean,
What is a date versus how do you what kind of
I hope you're not dating more.
Well, you should hope he is
certainly
dating more
not
and
eating
taking
out.
you on dates. Well, you're James. Don't do that. You saw what they did to Batman.
what did they do to Batman?
Oh, when they found out he didn't eat out.
Oh, right. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. Val Kilmer
I
jumped
thought
it,
you
though.
were referring to the PG rating of
Oh, like they can't
of the
have
Robert
the-
Pattinson
they
Batman.
can't have the cunnilingus scene.
Yeah.
We're going to walk back on that. What were the categories? Eating less, eating ass?
Eating. Eating less food or eating more ass. Those are no. It's eating out at restaurants less, more cooking from home, more trying to prepare your own stuff, or finding romance, dating,
I have
finding
romance.
a partner.
I'm looking for
You could also
What?
I can extend it and also saying like being a better romantic partner.
Okay.
When
Nah.
2020 hit,
All right, I'm switching back to the other one.
when 2020 hit, I was dating somebody and it was very bad because we basically stopped any excuse to like date each other, you know? And I feel like I've seen and heard of a lot of people whose relationships have suffered because they don't have the ability to go out. They are with each other all the time, and there's no separation between time that we spend together as people and time that we're taking to be on like a date, you know?
Yeah.
So you could also call it finding a romantic partner if you're a lonely loser like, I don't know, Omar, or
Jesus.
happy birthday, Omar.
He's not even back here.
Ah, damn it. Fuck.
Yeah.
You know,
No one told
sometimes
Omar I said that.
a date can be anything, you know, and sometimes a date can just be you're sitting together and you're being close. And I'm like,
Oh, shit, Omar's here.
I just think that some of the best aspects of
scared?
being in a relationship are when it becomes just routine and mechanical. You know, when you kind of don't see the other person as a person at all, and just kind of like an entity, an object in your life.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Yeah, I guess I agree. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see your point. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay, I guess I agree.
I like to cook at home.
Oops.
no, I definitely, I mean, eating more at home because I love to go out to eat.
So Elise and I are very different. I like to go and experiment at new places, but I don't like
Sexually,
returning.
right?
No, heavens no.
Okay.
Heavens no. Come on. If I can't see myself in the mirror, what's the point?
I know what
But
I like. James, I know what I like already.
yeah.
Williams.
So I like trying new things, but I don't like getting caught up in the just going to this place again. Just like don't want to cook dinner, so we're just going to this place again. And so, so for me, this would be the eat in. What is it? Which one was it?
Eat out less or
Eat out less.
Eat
Oh
out
yeah.
more.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely listen. You ask me, you come up to me in the street and you ask me, do you want to eat out less? The answer will always be yes.
Any connotation.
Is there more than one?
I will say going to restaurants and ordering food and et cetera is very, very expensive. James is always on my case. He's always
She's
like,
got to try every kind of mac and cheese.
he's always like, think of the money.
Man, we don't serve mac and cheese here. Well, I want to try them all.
Think of the money we would save. He's always saying, think of the money we would save if we just cooked more at home more.
I just like cooking. I say to her, I'm like, you can go wherever you want to.
Yeah.
But I don't want. Which
is the worst thing.
It was a couple days ago where she was like, "We're getting McDonald's," and I was like, "Yeah, you can get McDonald's." She's like, "No, we're getting McDonald's."
No,
I was like, "Why does it matter?"
Well, first
that
of all,
I'm-
it was a couple weeks ago, and it was the first time I had McDonald's in a couple months.
Oh
Wow.
Like
Like,
you took a Golden Arches tea break.
And a Golden Arches break.
Tolerance break.
Which is also
a tea break.
She was shockingly for about 2 months. She was like perfectly healthy, and then
James does this thing where I'll be like, "Do you want to get McDonald's?" And then he'll go, "No, but I'll drive you there." And I'm like, I drive everywhere myself. I don't know why you would. It's like he's trying to be supportive.
He's
of me.
romantic.
I want
It's taking you
to. I
there.
want to ask the audience a genuine question: who's crazier, the person who's like, "You should get what you want, and I'll go with you to get that, but it's not what I want, so I'm not going to get it too," or the person who goes, "I can't believe you're not eating McDonald's."
So I
too."
like someone eating. I like to eat with someone and
So
enjoy it.
what
I
happened
think
is
you're fucking
You know what
she
I
was
mean?
like, she was like, "You have to order something," and I was like, "Fine, I'll order something." So I got a chicken sandwich. When it arrived, well, number one, it arrived and then it just sat around for a long time. And then when I finally got to it, I took the chicken out of the bun, cut it real nice, made a bowl of brown rice and green beans and vegetables, and then I placed it gently on top and then put my own sauce
That's
on it.
psycho.
That's what I did with their chicken. So
Jacob, what about you?
I'm a generous lover. So I don't need more dates or anything in my
Yeah.
life. Nothing to worry about. I want to cook more. That's something that I actually need to do.
I love so much playing games with Jacob and Tara because we'll be talking and then Tara will say something just kind of like flirtatious towards Jacob because they're so cute.
And he doesn't. Does it? This
You
happen?
guys
He
are
doesn't pick
really
up on it?
cute.
Like Jacob will say something like, "Oh, that
Nice
guy-
double kill, Tara.
That guy just like smashed me," and then Tara's like, "I can think of someone else that wants to smash." Yeah, and then it's
And Jay will
love
go,
that.
"Who is it? The arbiter?"
How'd you know? How'd you know I said?
the same way every single time he goes, Tara. And I love it. It's so they're adorable.
I do love that.
They're adorable.
Somebody
You know
asked
what?
me recently, like, are you still as in like after because we've been together for a long time,
Yeah.
and they were like, are you still so in love? And I was
And
like,
then after I asked you, what did you say?
I don't know. I was like, it sounds like stupid and cliche, but like, yes, yeah.
Mhm.
But then there was the thing with the chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Then there was the fuck me up the chicken
Things aren't so
sandwich.
good.
Well, here's the thing, at least. Our 10-year anniversary is coming up.
Our wedding, not just our wedding anniversary.
Yeah. What are you counting it from? The first time we laid eyes on each other.
What?
Or what about the first time you laid that pipe?
Our
dog?
10 yeah, the first time we laid eyes on each other. Our 10-year anniversary is coming up, and you can get anything you want from McDonald's.
Shut up! That's not what I want.
And he'll drive you.
A diamond ring or McDonald's sandwich.
That's actually 10,000% of Elisa's say that they would prefer a diamond ring. Made out of
I don't think
McDonald's.
that's true.
Yeah,
No,
I
no,
can't
no.
really wear anyway.
I think when it comes to me romantically, I'm too far gone. Unlovable.
Okay,
No,
all
okay.
right.
All right.
You're an infant. You can change all these things.
You just had your 22nd birthday.
At least by the time you're 26, you're set in your ways. There's things that aren't
No.
going to change. You
No,
can
man.
try to attempt to make them, but they won't last.
I'm gonna be a puppeteer someday. Just you all wait and see.
All
Well,
right.
you're going to prove all of us wrong.
I'm going to go with eat out less, cook at home. I used to be a chef. I used to work at a restaurant that was it was a comedy club. The food was pretty decent and I learned some stuff. And then I got really interested in cooking at home. And I used to be really great at cooking. And now I don't because I'm working all the time and I don't like cooking for myself. But I would save so much money if I didn't.
Well, if you
Yeah.
made more money, you would have to work. You get to work less, and then you could.
I'm
eat
voting
healthier.
eat out less.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jacob?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're all saying. I think.
What were,
I think we're
what
all
were
in
the categories again?
agreement.
Eat out less or
Eat out less.
more?
Eat out less.
Eat out less. Lindsay, what you think? More romance or
Oh,
less
Lindsay's a cook.
restaurants?
I mean, yeah, eat out less, save
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
That means Lizzie's gonna bring us more
Or-
delicious treats in the
I would
office.
say there's a world where you befriend Lindsay and then you don't have to make
Yeah.
food at
I
home.
try to invite people over for dinner
That's
all the
That's
time.
That's what I'm
on
saying.
Thursday.
That's what I'm saying. Then you get a Lindsay in your life,
Yeah.
and then she's going to make you restaurant quality meals, and then you don't have to do shit.
I'm going over to Lindsay's on Thursday to eat her restaurant quality meals.
You're gonna have a great time.
And I'm steal her booze.
There's a calendar.
Yeah. There's a calendar invite. Before we finish
can't
out
go
this
'cause we
bracket,
have to-
we're going to hear a word from our sponsors. Hey, we all have big plans and goals for the new year, resolutions, so to speak, and none of them include spending time at the post office. And why would you when you can use stamps.com? Stamps.com lets you print official postage for the post office and UPS shipping services, all right from your computer. One of these things. Isn't that wild?
Look at that thing over there.
You can spend more
That's got
time.
stamps in it. You're telling me that thing's got stamps in it?
It's got the stamps all up in it.
It's great.
They take the stamps and they shove them in every computer. That's a little known fact. That's what runs it. My graphics card could ship this computer to India. So you can spend more time running your business and you get discounts up to 40% off USPS rates and 76% off UPS rates. I use stamps.com all the time. I send stuff for my personal life and also for the business that I run on the side, where I take a bunch of stuff from Jacob's desk and sell it on the internet.
What?
It's an absolutely beautiful business plan, and stamps.com, I want to thank you for helping me do it. Whether you're an office, an Etsy shop, or a full-blown warehouse selling all of Jacob's personal items, all you need is a computer and a standard printer. No special supplies or equipment. Stamps.com lets you print official postage for any letter, any package, anywhere you want to send. So save time and money this year with Stamps.com. Sign up with promo code FHPOD for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial, free postage, and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click the microphone at the top of the page, and enter code FHPOD. I gotta sell these. Bye! Welcome back, everybody. We're still trying to figure out which one thing you can do that will make your life better. By the end of this podcast, we will have the number one way that you can improve your life. And if you do anything that isn't that, you're totally fucking up. So we've gotten through the initial run-throughs, and now we're going to see what... You can see it right there. I was burping.
Yeah, do you want to announce all the winners from the first round?
Sure. Health beat wealth. Making your body healthier was more important than making more money. Hopes beat jokes. Going to therapy is a better way to feel better about yourself than going up in front of a bunch of people, spilling your guts for a plate of terrible hot wings. Family versus self. Self prevailed because it turns out you don't need your family. All you need is yourself. Elise, are you okay?
Just watching.
Elise destroyed
Just watching things slowly fall apart.
Step by step.
I didn't know what you were doing. I thought you were trying to fix your mic, but pieces are falling off of it.
You're like spinning that. There's no way your audio is going to come out okay.
No.
It was wound up
Yeah.
real bad.
Go back to the board.
In the battle between quitting smoking and quitting social media, we decided that the most harmful thing you can do is smoking. And so quitting that will put your life back on track. Between miles and words, which one would take you better places? We decided that traveling to physical locations was a better way to spend your time. Between getting your life under control by getting organized and letting loose by living life to the fullest, we decided that control and getting organized would help you live a better, more productive life. Do you want to drink more water or drink less booze? We decided that we all drink a good amount of booze, and maybe we should even step that up a little bit, but we could also drink more water. And between eating out less and eating out more, we decided that going to less restaurants, eating out at restaurants is a better way to live your life.
This is a recap for who? The people
I don't
who've
know.
been watching?
Lindsay asked me to do it. Lindsay said announce the thing, so I did that.
Okay, all right. Well, we're announced.
Yeah, so why not? Moving on.
All right.
Let's do it.
Well, I'm glad that was completely pointless. Between getting healthy physically and getting healthy mentally, which one is a better use of your time?
Physically.
17% of people say losing weight. 5% say going to a therapist. I'm not going to do the statistics after this one. I just had them written down.
Gotcha. Okay. This is, I think, a harder one.
So, because like it's that if you go to therapy, you cannot work out. Is that,
Yeah.
James has often over the years described fitness as therapeutic.
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. I know for a lot of people too, but it is something that I do to like get out of my head and focus on it's like meditation, right? Meditation is all about focusing on the physical aspect of sensation and stuff. And so when you're concentrating on a workout, you do a lot of that. But I don't think that it is a replacement for actual professional assistance in getting your headspace cleared. So for me, I would pick mental health over physical health in this
So
one.
you said something that I thought was interesting. I'm not disagreeing with you because you said that when you work out, you feel like you're able to get out of your head. But when I go into therapy, I feel like I'm finally able to get into my head and figure out the reasons, because that's what I do in therapy. So I go over things that I've done, go over decisions that I've made, and figure out why I did them.
Yeah.
Especially if they're snap judgments, things that I can't, like, have you ever done something bad and gone, why did I do that?
No.
Everything told me not to. Well, you're a perfect human being, Jacob. Everything told me not to do that, and I still did it, and I don't know why. And the reason usually lies in past
Within.
trauma. Yeah.
Yeah.
Within the trauma.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I say therapy. Also, too far gone. So
The way you describe working out, it's exactly how I describe my Gundam building.
I
They're
think
the same.
I don't think that. Yeah, I
a
get it.
They're the
repetition.
same.
Yeah, it's a physical action. I mean, again, if you've ever meditated, it's all about focusing on the physical aspect of breathing in and out, and obviously thoughts are going to come into your head, but they're supposed to pass, and then you're supposed to let them go, and then that allows you to find a new clarity, to like a new baseline clarity. And I think that doing something repetitious and meticulous, where you have a guide or what have you, is the same. Is very
How
similar.
sick your Gundam
And I
looks.
think that makes sense.
Lil Wayne,
come up with
the rapper.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear what Lil Wayne thinks.
Lil Wayne had said something once that I thought was really cool, is that he says he does skateboarding as a similar form of getting out of his head. Because when you're skateboarding, especially when you're as old as he is, He's like 35 or 30. No, he's 38 or 39 now,
Put
which
him
is
out
not
faster.
old, but it's not the age you should be fucking bombing hills and shit.
Yeah.
He says that if you're not completely focused on the skateboarding, you're going to eat shit.
Yeah.
So you can't think about anything else. Something else making you sad, something else making you upset. It leaves your mind completely because you can only focus on whatever you're doing. Otherwise, you're going to fucking wipe out and hurt yourself.
Gotcha.
I
Elise?
thought that was nice.
I'm gonna go wealth. Because I can have both with the wealth.
You can have it all.
I'm gonna go
Is that your wild card?
It's weird because I'm gonna go hopes. Even though both of these should be called health because they're just different kinds of health.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go hopes.
I think also like mental health. I think that should be a priority. 'Cause that could lead to being in the right headspace to actually seeking to be physically healthy and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just got to get those roadblocks out of the way
Yeah.
in here.
So it looks like we're all saying therapist except
have a
for
question.
Elise.
What?
What's up?
No, I said therapist.
Let's say that you
Explore.
are perfectly happy, you're mentally healthy, it's all there,
No one is.
You're a liar.
and you're about to die because you treat your body like shit.
That's
You
me.
wouldn't have done that if you were in the
You're
right...
about to die. So what does your mental health matter?
I'd like to hear from Patrick on this one.
Wait, so is...
Here he comes. Here he comes.
Oh, great.
I thought he was coming into the studio.
Yeah, I thought this might happen. So here's the thing, and I'm just gonna have to check all your privilege for a second, because
Yeah, right.
Freud said that the Irish mind is impervious to psychoanalysis. so for people like me,
The white man.
Irish Americans, therapy, it does nothing. It does no good. It's just.
Patrick, you're such a tormented soul.
So I just want to make sure everyone gets that for some people therapy's not an option because they're Irish.
Yeah, the Irish, a notoriously marginalized group.
yeah.
Yeah,
Patrick, what of your wee body?
that's genetics, baby. That's probably Irish too.
Yeah.
So I can't do either. There's just no way for me to better
All right.
myself. I just got to stay on the tracks.
Well, we spent 20 minutes on that one. Thanks,
Yeah.
Patrick.
Did Patrick supersede all our decisions and
No,
make it?
no.
So we've got therapy.
Therapy. I said hopes. Yeah.
And then one big vote for just fuck
For
it
the
all.
Irish?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's for or against the Irish people. I can't tell.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, so I guess.
Therapy
hopes.
wins.
And then we have
All right.
self versus cigarettes. I say
Wait.
cigarettes every
Quitting
time.
cigarettes versus... Wait.
Lindsay literally just asked us to give her a second to fix the thing between each one.
Well, we can still talk
Nah.
about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
we
Go
should
ahead and talk about it.
talk about it.
I'll get it updated.
We'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
So the next one that we have, it's self versus smoking. So your two options are basically that you can either get a new hobby or learn a new skill, or you can quit smoking.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You're working on yourself, but also how good is that new skill going to be
problem
if you're
is-
not around forever?
I feel like smoking is so detrimental to your health that if we keep putting smoking forward, it's going to be the one that takes this just because it's like on a fundamental level, smoking is,
It doesn't even
Bad.
apply to us.
Yeah.
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 I just want to say that you already put mental health before your physical health. So when mental health goes up against smoking, guess what? We're going to therapy and we're chain smoking. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah. It's the quickest way to
Yeah, what do
a
you
better,
think would
a better
win
body.
between-
I don't want smoking to
If
be
you're trying to write a
the.
novel and then you're smoking,
Oh, that
you
looks
get
that's
it
really
work.
cool.
So in this case, I feel like in this case, the smoking could help you conquer that new skill
Yeah,
better.
plus you look so cool.
So
Yeah.
you might want to keep smoking in this case.
What did Freud say about the Irish and smoking?
Oh, he had thoughts.
He was already up.
So cigarettes, I'm not really sure, but the Irish are more pipe smokers. So I don't actually see that option on here.
I gotcha.
I
Right.
get you. I'm hitting that pipe too.
Yeah.
Let's hang out.
different.
So between getting a new hobby or learning a new skill and quitting smoking, what is the most important thing that you
Learning a
can do
new
for
skill.
Yeah, let's
and
do
the
the
smoking
skill.
will help you get
Yeah,
that
smoking-
skill.
smoking will
use
come.
this. Use the smoking. Use it.
yourself? Lean into the smoke.
Use it as a tool to help you get that skill.
More things have been accomplished in a smoke-filled room.
Yeah, I
Than
say
not.
Right.
smoking too.
That's right.
Wait, I say
What do we-
quit
are we-
smoking. You're voting for learn a new skill.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Well, so we've got 3 for new skill. Irish said
He said something about, I don't know.
pipes. Lindsay?
What is this? Is quit smoking versus learning a new skill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta quit smoking.
All
There
right.
we go. Well, we've got 2 for smoking, 3 for the other
I like
thing.
when Lindsay chimes in for a losing.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, well, it's got to be this. Well, that one lost. So
What if my new hobby is smoking and I want to get better at it?
okay, all
Oh,
right.
well,
I carve my own pipes.
that's actually fine and works within the bracket style because I said you can do one and not the other.
Patrick wants to make a little sailboat.
You
sail
said
through
we
his
could
smoke
toss
rings.
in. You said we each had one wild card that we could toss in too.
Yeah, whenever you want.
What?
I want to toss in a
didn't know
wild
that.
card now.
Go for
I
it.
didn't
James
hear that.
Spader.
A reference to the other time that we did a bracket.
They
So
know.
this one, between self and smoke, we picked self.
Oh,
Lindsay.
this next one's an easy
So,
one.
okay, so you can learn a new hobby and you're just still smoking.
But you
Yep.
have to keep smoking.
So I can like learn to do 3D puzzles and chain smoke at the same time.
Yeah.
All right,
Exactly.
sick.
Yeah, it's a great way to live.
2022 is going to be a good one.
So
No
this
waste.
next one that
3D
we
puzzles.
have is a three-way battle. You can either travel more, you can get organized, or you can
James Spader.
James Spader.
Travel. With James Spader.
Oh,
Ah.
well, wait.
I think that means James Spader.
James
Yeah,
Spader.
that's a vote for James
Other than
Spader.
just
Spader
traveling
goes,
by myself.
I don't mind if I join you.
Travel by myself.
And I'm not going to therapy.
How many times a week do you go? 1, 2, or 3 days a week?
Travel. Patrick, you want to jump in on this couch?
No. No, he has to
Nice
stay
little
in
spot
there.
right here on this cushion.
James says no.
He can't.
Oh,
he can't.
okay.
Quarantine keeps him in there.
But I would like to travel with James Spader to Ireland to buy illegal cigarettes.
Okay.
Wow,
Ooh,
okay.
That's pretty good.
Snazzy.
I think we're all travel,
I'm
right?
traveling for sure.
Yeah, I'm traveling.
Travel, baby.
You know what? No, I want to fuck James Spader. No, James Spader's gonna fuck me.
He's gonna fuck you and
He's
spank
gonna
you
fuck
too.
me.
You know, the only time I travel is on the court.
That's,
That wasn't true. You didn't
you
travel,
were
and,
dribbling.
and that's a bad thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's a joke.
Do you?
It's a joke, James.
Why would you
What,
want?
you've been married for 10 years? You don't even know jump?
Why would you want to be a worse basketball player?
Oh, this is why stand-up didn't make it past therapy.
Double dribble. All right, let's keep going.
We've got travel more versus get organized.
That chord is like, kill me.
and it looks like we picked.
Oh,
Wait, what
God.
was it? Travel more versus control. Travel more won. Okay, we've got drinking more water
Eat more.
versus
Eat less or
eating
drink
out
more.
less. Do you want to drink more water, or do you want to cook at home more?
I was gonna say, yeah. If you go to the restaurant, you have to 2 glasses, please.
I want to
Sit down both of these.
No. Because of the nature of the bracket, you go to a restaurant now. You gotta. Oh no, yeah. You gotta
Yeah,
ask
you're
for
gonna
2
be at a
water.
restaurant
No,
more
you
often.
can't. You can't drink more water. So you actually have to. When they give you water, you go. I want to send it back.
Some places in LA, you got to ask for water because of the drought.
Ugh.
Well, if you drink more water, you're probably gonna be less hungry, right?
Probably.
Right.
Yeah,
That's what
right.
That
Patrick-
means you don't. It means you have to spend less
That's
time.
what Patrick did during the potato famine.
That's what I've heard from 2 sources. One was my
The old
mom, and the
country.
other one was the offices of the EBT.
Patrick is like, if you freeze the water, it looks like a steak. Oh, the fridge is broken. Oh dear. I'm gonna say drink more water.
Okay.
Because it influences how hungry you are.
Yeah.
If you're like, oh, gosh, I committed to this eating less thing, but I have to make 5 meals a day for myself. I'm so busy all the time cooking. Drink more water, you will feel less
Yeah.
hungry, and then now you only got to make 2 or 3
And
meals.
I'm hoping in 2022 I'll get the Jen Aniston Smart Water sponsorship, and they'll need me to be drinking,
Well, you-
guzzling that
Well, they're
swill.
I thought you were going to say you were hoping to get eaten out more.
Okay, Patrick, we already did all
We
these
already did
bits.
those.
yeah, we already
already.
did these, and it's
Okay.
not happening, Patrick. Not even as a joke.
Yeah.
Sorry, the Irish mind can't comprehend.
Cunnilingus?
continued
Oh.
That's the last time we ever heard from Patrick.
No, he's still
Pulled an
there.
Irish goodbye.
Don't you dare leave, Patrick. You have to stay for the rest of the
Standing
show.
there in the booth,
Well, I guess
smiling in the
technically
dark.
every time he leaves, it's an Irish goodbye. Anyway, so if you want, you could. I don't know if you'll get the. What did you say? The
Jen
Jennifer
Aniston Smart Water swill.
I don't know if you'll be able to do that, but I feel like you have a solid career ahead of you doing Jennifer Coolidge impressions, voiceover 80
I
arcs.
only
row,
drink
folks.
Dasani.
2 weeks in a row, folks.
I love the voice. It's funny.
Thank you, Armando.
So eat out less versus drink more water.
It's water. Yeah.
I
Jacob?
vote for water.
I'll be personal with this one. I need to eat out less.
Oh,
Yeah, I want to eat out less.
I am. My water bottle is empty though, and I'm so
his
thirsty
jaw
already.
hurts.
I drink this entire 40 of water. And
But
then
I
I
will
drink
say-
more water before that.
Eat out less. I'm gonna go with that one.
Mm-hmm.
So is it tie? So Patrick
Lindsay.
has to break the tie. Oh, Lindsay and Patrick.
Lindsay
have to
and
break the tie.
Patrick,
They're
you have to come up
Kicking
with
around back
an
there.
idea
Flailing.
together.
I think you gotta drink less booze.
That's
That was not the option.
Oh, Patrick?
More water or eat out less.
I drink a shitload of water. I'm always hydrated, so I'm gonna say eat out less.
All right, there we
okay.
go.
Moving it up.
All right.
But in this situation, you don't do that because it's one or the other.
Now he's gonna be dehydrated.
But he already drinks a fuck ton of water, so he doesn't
Yeah,
need
I
to
do
drink more
too.
water.
So can I choose?
Oh, are we saying like which one should you?
It's unclear. It's the rules are unclear.
Eat out less because then you have more money, I guess.
for water?
Yeah, to
Yeah,
spend on
Wealth
water.
to buy health.
Yeah. The water tax.
I'm starting to think we should have done breakfast cereals. Wild card, grape nuts.
Eat
What?
more grape nuts.
Oh man, I'm gonna
Actually, yeah, sure.
try to get Crackling Oat brand to the top.
I haven't eaten enough cereals to do that bracket.
That's the next bracket. That
Look,
we'll
I've
do. I
eaten, like,
fucking
3
love
I do
cereals.
wanna
Lucky
do it.
Charms.
We should do
Yeah,
that.
it's like one of my 3.
Okay, so it's coming down to the final one. Do you think that the better thing to do with your New Year's resolution is to start going to therapy or to learn a new hobby or skill? Both versions are ways to work on yourself, but only one can make it to the finals.
I hope
And only one works for the Irish.
That's true.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Keep that in mind while you're voting.
I hope
Yeah.
it's therapy versus eat out less.
Or travel more.
Travel more, go to therapy.
I mean, I feel like people, you do therapy and then you're more likely to say like, yeah, I should pick up a new skill. So
One begets the
therapy.
other. Yeah.
Therapy, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say therapy. Well, therapy is more expensive though too. A skill you can just do for free,
Yeah.
knitting or
I have
whatever.
some very expensive habits
oh
and
yeah,
hobbies.
I know. Yeah,
Yeah,
cliff
same.
diving.
Jumping.
Yeah.
I'm going to say I want to learn a new skill or hobby. I feel like it's too far gone for my mental health.
Yeah, we know.
And I feel like if I learn enough, then I can leave a legacy for when I die young, tragically.
Jacob?
At 27.
Hmm.
New hobby, because I need to start. I'm trying to learn to airbrush,
That's what I'm saying.
and which is also expensive. It
And
turns out.
you've made it this far without therapy.
Yeah.
Let's go to
Yeah,
our
you're fine.
tiebreakers in the booth.
Tiebreakers in the booth. Therapy versus getting a new hobby.
Go to therapy.
Boo.
Wow.
Well, hang
and here
on.
comes
We may
Patrick.
have a
Hold on.
differing opinion here.
Learn the damn bagpipes.
That's a good one.
As Scottish, but
Now we're back to a
Close
tie.
enough. I guess for an Irishman that would be a new skill to acquire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're still at a standstill. So what do we do? Do we just disregard the Irish opinion?
Therapy.
I'll change mine to new skill.
New skill.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I changed mine to therapy.
the pipes are
Well,
calling.
now we're back at a standstill. Yeah, let's give it a therapy. Therapy was the original winner.
All
Oh,
right.
okay.
All
I was
right.
kidding about my.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Okay, well then get a new hobby.
Yeah, new
or
hobby.
learn a new
Hobby.
skill. All right. We've got travel more versus eat out less.
Travel.
Yeah. I say travel.
Travel?
Yeah.
Travel.
You won't
Yeah,
be
'cause
able to
if
go
you're
to any of the
traveling-
restaurants.
You're gonna eat
That's
at all the
true.
restaurants.
Well, but I thought one you couldn't do the other one if you didn't.
You're not. If you're traveling and eating.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm
you
going
have to.
hungry with a peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah. Also, if you're eating at home all the time, you can't go out because you
Yeah.
have to use your own kitchen to make all your meals. You'd have to
Not
come
going.
home for all your meals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
eating,
pack 'em.
Eating out less means no travel
Or eat
whatsoever.
at those. Have you ever stayed at one of those hotels where they have like the kitchenette and everyone staying there is a businessman or a divorced dad or both?
Yeah,
mean,
they're
every-
like long-term stays.
Every single
Yeah.
time we have to go to Austin, they put us in one of those. And last time I went, I was like, I'm gonna make something, and
So
I think
you're-
I made something. in
You're
that
telling me I'm going to Versailles and popping out a Lunchable?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Yeah. That
It's
sounds
the
like
opposite. Because if you're traveling, you don't have to eat at home, so you can go to all the best restaurants.
What if I'm
Oh, this poor cord.
traveling on the court?
Oh, I see.
Boo.
That's a new rug.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Yeah.
We found it in
Brand
there.
new.
Yeah.
It's a brand new rug.
So we're going with travel more, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Travel more.
Didn't
Travel
ask me,
more.
but yeah, travel
My
more.
favorite white rapper.
Travel more. All right. We are down to the final bracket choice. What is the most important thing you can do with your New Year's resolution? Get a new hobby or travel more.
Smiles versus miles.
What's the one thing that's really good?
Wild card, get more sleep.
Whoa!
No, I don't want to actually enter. We have to end this podcast.
Well, it still ends the podcast. It's just adds a third option.
No, it's not fair. It didn't earn its way to the top.
I feel like we're asking for another lockdown if we come out of this with travel, but
Yeah.
I think it's travel.
I feel like it's travel. See the world.
Yeah.
You know, experience things.
Go
Get
back to the
outside
beautiful
your-
Irish Isles.
Ireland, known for the most beautiful island in all of Europe.
It's
Ireland.
enormous. You
Spend
can't
some time
see.
on a beautiful Irish beach.
I'd say
Have you seen the cliffs of Dover?
see all of the wonderful rocks. Yeah, I think travel more, and I'm gonna actually do the opposite and say that it's hopeful. I'm saying that if we say travel more, we're hoping that eventually this year, at some point, traveling will become something that we can do.
Save money by not going to therapy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Spend it on travel.
Spend it all on travel.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Travel on
Get
and
out
off
of
the
this
court.
room.
Travel.
Can I get my health insurance to pay for vacation?
Yep.
Oh, teach me.
Oh,
Careful,
gosh.
having a light there.
Careful.
It's fine. The wires are fine. Did your health insurance pay for therapy?
Yeah.
Not all of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's deductible, people.
But I would take that much money and put it towards a vacation. That'd be great.
Uh-huh.
We'll talk about this afterwards because I don't know if we have the same health insurance. Mine does pay for therapy.
All of it?
All of it.
All of it?
All of it.
You don't have to hit a deductible first?
Nope.
At least.
Is it? Hold on. Is it because your therapy was court issued?
No.
Oh.
Oh my God.
That is a good guess.
So which ones?
The winner of the New Year's resolution bracket is travel more.
Huzzah!
That is the one thing that we think that you should do, and everyone should do it, starting immediately. You
But-
heard it here first, folks. Funhouse says travel more.
Except if you're Patrick and they tell you to get on a ship that is unsinkable to go to the New World.
Stay away from that ship. Patrick is definitely in the bottom of it.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. We love you so much. Travel More won the bracket. We will be doing more brackets and hopefully less abstract ones in the future.
No, it was great, Armando. It was
Great
a blast.
Stay tuned.